Hi there, this is Anna Aspnes from Anna Aspnes Designs. Today I want to do another layout deconstruct by one of the Anna Aspnes Design creative team members. This is the layout on our screen, and I first of all want to go ahead and just do a quick look through of the digital supplies used to create this page. This was all created using the ArtPlay Scenic collection, which is on sale through Friday the 30th of March 2018. The only part of this layout that wasn't part of that new collection was the ScriptTease travel overlay. So let's go ahead and take a look at some of the digital art supplies. There are 5 different products in this collection. We've got the ArtPlay Palette Scenic, which includes a brush set with a variety of PNG elements, also delivered in ABR format. And then we also have a number of different elements, which allows you to add depth and dimension to your pages. And then the papery with a variety of artsy papers. Those are pre-designed pages ready for your blended images, and then a number of solid papers which you can then combine with the transfers and overlays to create your own artsy compositions. So lots of nice sky elements and landscape style elements available for you to create your own artsy papers. I also have included an artsy layer template, which includes a number of different transfers and then gray layers or monotone layers, which can then either be recolored or used with the clipping mask function. And there's a couple of frames in there too, which Lindy has used in a landscape orientation to hold one of her images in place. We also have the Scenic FotoBlendz, which allow you to quickly and easily blend a photo into your background. These are delivered in both PNG and PSD formats. So if I go ahead and open one of those into our workspace, you'll see all of the different layers available so that you can clip your photo to that main mask layer and then recolor or even remove or modify any of the stain, text, or texture layers. So you get to choose how you want to work with those different elements. Go ahead and close that down, and there are a total of 5 in that collection, so they are delivered in 2 different zips. And then we have a WordART mix. This includes a variety of different style word arts designed to be used together in different combinations to create your custom word art titles for your digital artistry and pages. And then finally we have these SkyTransfers, which are a new product to the Anna Aspnes Designs range. They are very similar to the multimedia and artsy transfer elements in that they are delivered in both PNG and PSD formats. So if I go ahead and pull in one of the PSD files and then bring it to the front of our view, you can see that we have a variety of different layers. So you have the option to use all of these layers by turning on or off any of the eye icons in the layers panel, and they're all labeled, so you can see that there are a variety of splatters, art strokes, stains, different transfer elements so that you can customize those to suit your needs. You can change the color of any of these layers. So if I select the transfer layer, you can go to Image, Adjustments, and Hue and Saturation if you're working in Adobe Photoshop. If you're working in Elements, you're going to want to go to Enhance, Adjust Color, and then access the Hue and Saturation from there. So I'm going to select that. It will open up a dialog box which will allow you to change the hue of that layer, the saturation, that's how bright or dull the color is, or even the lightness and the contrast. So that gives you the option to change the color of any of those layers. You can also rotate those layers individually. You could mask them, you could move them around. Again, you can delete them, you could add different layers to them using your brushes, for example. So lots of different options when you are able to manipulate the different layers within that PSD file. And these transfers are primarily intended for use to extend and add an artsy sky area to your images. So quite often we take an image and it's cloudy outside, or perhaps the sky is blown out due to the specifics of taking the photo, and quite often you could bring in a different photo and import that sky, but this just provides a alternative in order to add an artsy effect to your photo. So Lindy Krickbaum, this is the wonderful lady who has created and allowed me to share this page, has used these transfers sort of in two different ways. I'm going to go through and show you the different layers of this layout. So let's go ahead and minimize that and close out this transfer. And so you can see that she started with an artsy paper as her foundation. And of course, if you were going to recreate this paper, then you would open and add a sky transfer from the ArtPlay palette, or even the SkyTransfers, and then you would add a landscape portion to that to create your own artsy landscape. I have pre-made this paper for you, so it's just a matter of opening that artsy paper into your workspace. Lindy then added a artsy edge from ScriptTease Travel Overlays number 1. She's used number 3 in the series, and if you look in the very right edge of that particular thumbnail, then you can see that she has also added a color overlay. So if I click on that, it's going to open it up, and you can see that she added a blue color overlay to that ScriptTease edge. And if I go ahead and uncheck that, you can see that in its original format, they're all delivered in black format. She could have chosen to go ahead and add a blending mode if she wanted to, but she was happy with just the blue coloring. So I'm going to go ahead and accept that. And then she added in her blended photo. So to do that, she essentially opened up one of the PhotoBlendz overlays, and she used the PNG style version, and then she clipped one copy of her photo to that PhotoBlendz clipping mask layer, and she did that by going to layer and then create clipping mask. At the moment the photo is already clipped to the mask, so it's giving us the option of releasing that clipping mask, but you would locate that there. Your other option would be to press the Control Alt and G buttons on your keyboard. She then duplicated that photo layer and applied a soft light blending mode. You can see how that increases the contrast of her image. And then she added another layer with a screen blending mode, and that serves to lighten the overall image. So you can see how you can quickly edit by using duplicate copies of the same photo and then varying the different blending modes of each of those layers. And then on top of that, she added a sky transfer. So we have the sky transfer that was placed in the background, which is part of the artsy paper, and then she also clipped sky transfer number 4 into her clipping set so that she could add visual interest to the sky portion of her photo. The next step was to add in some texture, so she added a tissue texture. This is number 9 from set number 4, and then she added in some words. This is a word transfer that came from the Scenic WordART Mix set number 1, and then another sky transfer, which I thought was a really interesting use for this transfer. She laid it over the top of the water area of her photo and then added a soft light blending mode at 100% opacity, and this adds great depth and even interest in the terms of color to the water area of her photo. She then added a frame into the mix, and you can see how that anchors the people and tells the story of the page, and then added in elements both below the photo and then on top of the photo, just like that. A variety of different urban threads, and then elements from the ArtPlay palette. And then finally she added in her title. She typed in a custom portion of her title. Then she also used some of the word art from the Scenic WordART Mix No. 1 and then warped it using the warp tool in Adobe Photoshop. So quick and easy layout using the brand new collection. I love how that she has used the sky transfers in a number of different ways. Go ahead and post in the Anna Aspnes Designs gallery at Scraps and tell us how you're using this brand new product in the Anna Aspnes Designs store. If you have any questions about this tutorial, please do not hesitate to email me at anna@annaaspnesdesigns.com, and I will be back in this space soon with another tutorial or layout deconstruct. Take care and have fun creating.